Hello, welcome to my page again. Once again, today we're gonna do what is a dessert for Valentine's Day. It's called crepes. I'm gonna do them a little bit differently, but please don't tell the French because they'll be a little upset with me. They don't like uh, people changing the way they do things, so they're little sticklers on the way they do things. But nowadays everybody can change things. They can make things the way they want to be a little more creative with recipes, and it's not, you're not going to get crucified for it. Uh, but if you work with a French person, you'll have some trouble. But today, so we're going to do a crepe. I got some crepes already done. So I'm going to do two versions of the crepes, one with a banana and a caramel sauce. And then the other one's going to be with some Nutella and strawberries. So we're going to do two versions. Let's do one crepe. I have two already made. Let's just do one crepe here. On this induction stove, sometimes it's not the greatest. Induction stoves are really good on fast heating. You want to heat some water up really fast. You want to cook something really quick. They cook much faster and they heat up much faster than gas or electric. But they don't cook as even as maybe other methods of cooking like the gas. So with crepes, you just put some butter in the pan and you let that melt. The key, a lot of times, is not to let it burn. You want to let it melt, but not burn. So you let this melt, but you want also for the pan to heat up enough that you're gonna get that crepe cooked off really quickly. To a really nice and hot. We take it and we start swirling this this side. Keep going, keep going until you have it as long as wide as you can, and you let it set on one side. Then we're gonna flip it over and let it cook on the other side also. It's good to get them nice and golden brown and toasted. Not overcooked, but they cook fairly quickly. So I would say maybe about 2 minutes on each side. But this is a good Valentine's Day dessert for you and your spouse, for your family, for your kids, for your parents, or whoever you like, people you love the most, that you want to give them a nice little creative dessert, something different and something pretty that you can decorate and play around with the decorations. So I'm letting it cook really well on that side to get this brown color. There we go. Flip it over. And now we'll let that side cook off. But the detail is to try to make it really thin and make sure that it's probably not as thin as a paper, but very close to it. So a crepe, you make it with some flour, some milk, sugar, some vanilla, some eggs in it, depending on the size of the recipe. That's basically the ingredients. It's basically the same as you would do a pancake, but you just add a little bit of butter to the recipe. Some people do, and then we add a little butter to the pan to cook off because it basically the butter helps give it flavor, gives it that browning. So I think we're almost there. There you go. Both sides are nice and toasted, golden brown color. As you can see, usually in restaurants you have the smaller. This is a bigger version. We have smaller pans and we do two or three at a time because we need to move fast to get them done really quickly. It's a fast-paced environment. So usually in a restaurant, or if the French were doing this, they would fill them This is going to be sweet. You have your sweet crepes and your savory crepes. This one's going to be a sweet crepe, so this one has sugar and vanilla. So in comparison to a savory, it wouldn't have sugar and vanilla. It would have some salt and maybe a little bit of pepper or white pepper, because you don't want to change the color. You don't want to see the specks in it. So they would flip it and fill it up, flip it like that, and then heat it when they wanted to, fill it up and heat it up at the moment. So we put that to the side. That's our crepe. Right now, we're gonna do a different type of crepe. We're not gonna fill them inside. We're gonna just put everything on the outside. So it's everything, you see everything. So there goes one, goes the other. These are great if you eat them hot. Let's warm it up a little bit. Warm, they're great hot. So at least I got my Nutella and my caramel. I gave them about 10-15 seconds in the microwave to get them nice and warm. So I can just, it's easy to utilize, easy to manipulate when they're warm. I got a little bit of chocolate syrup and some powdered sugar and a little bit of cinnamon that we're going to use. Okay. So, and then here I got whipped cream and some, this is cream cheese, but it's a cream cheese that I have sweetened up a little bit with some sugar and just a little bit of vanilla. So I have bananas here. My whipped cream. This is a homemade whipped cream. I made it. I just put a little bit of powdered sugar. That part. We'll take our bananas. These bananas. What I did was I sauteed them in a little bit of butter to give them a little bit of a brown color to them. Put them here. Enough. Pull that out. Put that there. And so get some of our caramel sauce right on top. Cinnamon. You can do a little garnishing element here that you usually do in restaurants. Some cinnamon and a little bit over the dish. Get that out. See that little spoon there? Now we put a little bit of powdered sugar. And you can either put some nuts or whatever you like on it. Doesn't necessarily need much of anything else. Some ice cream goes good with this when it's warm. The bananas and everything are warm. So there goes that one. Right here, I'm going to cut my strawberries. Get my crepe ready. Oh, sorry. I forgot to put my cream cheese on this one. There it is. So this one is going to be the Nutella one. So I'm going to be a little generous on the Nutella on the bottom. and our whipped cream and this on the border here, top. And our strawberries. Put a little more on top. You can go with a little bit of some crushed almonds. And what we can do is, probably on this one, put that garnishing element, but with some cocoa powder, maybe. On top also. And take this out. Powdered sugar. And here goes the two crepes. One with banana and cream cheese, and the other with Nutella and strawberry. So try them out. Uh, Let me know what you think, and we'll be back with more recipes. This is great. Valentine's Day, perfect recipe. Thank you.